What's up, risk managers? My name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. And boy, is she one hell of a drug. And welcome to tonight's NA meeting, where we'll discuss the economic data for the week, analyze today's session, and from that, build a winning game plan for tomorrow's price action. And if you haven't done so already, you can show your support by subscribing to the channel. And with that said, let's jump into the charts now. This is tomorrow's data, and be mindful that all times are in Central Time. And we have a small block of news scheduled for tomorrow, so let's jump into it. We got a big block of news at 7:15 and 7:30 with the focus on ADP employment change for the month of October, core PCE for Q3, and finally, GDP annualized for Q3. At 9 o'clock, we had some housing news, and at 9:30, we got some crude news. And now that we know what to expect, let's jump into the charts and create a game plan for tomorrow's price action. This is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream, and today was definitely a trend day. And as I analyze the charts, I see about 3 clues that's going to be essential for helping us find the best trades going into tomorrow's stream. So let's jump into it. During the overnight session, the Nasdaq opened slightly bearish and traded 123 points to the downside into a previous area of support. However, once the bears failed to rotate price lower, the bulls stepped in and price rallied 328 points to the upside and seeing a slight sell-off going into the close of the session. And based on this price action, here's what I'm going to be looking for. So today was just another exciting day for those addicted to the thrills of the NQ. And today was definitely a fake out for the bears because once price broke out above the highs above 530, the bulls bought the retest and price grinded higher for the majority of the session. And we also saw a whip back and forth due to AMD and Alphabet earnings. So that definitely shook some things up towards the close. And we also did see a slight sell-off going into the close as well. So if the bulls can maintain their control overnight, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 760 and 780. Because this is the range where price rejected from at the close of the session. And I do expect for bears to step up at this area to sell the retest. But if the bears fail to regain control and price continues to trade higher, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests the level at 805. However, if the bears can regain control overnight and price begins to trade lower, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests the level at 645. Because this is the level where the bulls broke structure to the upside, and I do expect for bulls to step up at this level to buy the retest. But if the bulls fail to regain control and price continues to trade lower, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades back within a range between 620 and 595. Now today was definitely an emotional roller coaster ride for both the bulls and the bears, and it's only going to get more interesting as we go further into this week. But the price action overnight will definitely be essential for our bias going into tomorrow's stream. Now, if you're enjoying the content and appreciate the value that me and my trading partner provides to the trading community, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the release of our next NA meeting and live streams. And with that said, let's jump into an ES chart. This is an ES chart. And this is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream. And during the overnight session, the E-mini S&P opened slightly bearish and traded 32 points to the downside into a previous area of support. However, once the bears failed to rotate price lower, the bulls stepped in and price rallied 46 points to the upside and traded within this range going into the close of the session. And based on this price action, this is what I'm going to be looking for. So, just like the NQ, the ES traded to the downside and finally filled that gap from Sunday's session. And once the bulls found support, we saw a massive rally going into the close of the session. So if the bulls can maintain their control overnight, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests the level at 888. Because this is the level where we saw price break structure to the downside, and I do expect for passive sell orders to be resting in this area to sell the retest. But if the bears fail to regain control and price continues to trade higher, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 895 and 900. However, if the bears can regain control overnight and price begins to trade lower, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades back within a range between 860 and 855. Because this is the range where the bulls found support earlier in yesterday's session, and I do expect for passive buy orders to be resting in this area to buy the retest. But if the bulls fail to regain control and price continues to trade lower, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests the level at 848. Now, we still have more crazy, volatile price action to look forward to. We have Meta, Microsoft, and Coinbase reporting after tomorrow's closing bell. So make sure you're prepared for that. But I'll be monitoring both markets overnight to identify the best trades as we go into tomorrow's stream. And in summary, both markets started off the session bearish and completely filled the Sunday's gap open. Both markets had a massive rally after price broke structure to the upside from a previous area of resistance. And finally, both markets had a mixed reaction to AMD and Alphabet earnings after the bell, and we still have more volatile news coming in tomorrow. And that's all I have for tonight, risk managers. And you can watch us trade these concepts live by clicking this video. We'll see you there.